When we're playing airsoft, we're always trying to get the most out of our experience. So no matter if you're taking inspiration for gun builds from our series Airsoft High-Lows, or you want to think outside the box a little bit and draw on the insanity, which is weapon crafting, no matter what you are doing, at the end of the day, all we want to do is have fun and get the most out of our airsoft guns. But with that said, what are some of the best guns to upgrade? As an airsoft parts maker, it's been really fun to be able to dig through the catalog of goodies that we have for all the different guns. And I think I came up with a pretty good list of guns you may want to consider if you're interested in upgrading or tuning your next airsoft gun. So now that we got that out of the way, just want to let you guys know before we dive into our top 10, these are just my personal choices and they're in no particular order. Now, number 10. I figured I'd start off strong and get the Hi-Capa just out of the way. This is probably the most tunable or upgrade friendly of all the airsoft guns on the market right now. The TM Hi-Capa is a fantastic platform for those of you that want to try your hand at upgrading an airsoft gun. More specifically, if you're interested in upgrading like a gas pistol. Reason being, no matter if you want to throw a whole bunch of money at it or want to use a small budget, there's bound to be something for you. You want to shoot competition? Well, there's that. You want to do something more tactical? There's that too. Or if you just want to go balls to the wall, there's definitely that. Oh, by the way, for all the balls to the wall stuff, we have it in our catalog. Number 9, the Tokyo Marui VSR System. Much like the TM Hi-Capa, the VSR system for Tokyo Marui is a platform ideal for those that want to get the most out of their airsoft sniper rifle. The question often asked by people who are working on the VSR system is not so much, well, what can I do with it? It's more like, what can't I do with it? There's so many parts out there for you to really take every advantage of that base system. It's like the foundation or building block of airsoft snipers. But I think we all know that. But what you may not know is this, well, interesting to say the least trend is now they're taking sniper rifles into CQB. And if that's something that would tickle your fancy, well, do we have some stuff for you? So with that said, number 9, if you're interested in sniper rifles, don't forget to check out the VSR system. Number 8, the Umarex VFC Glocks. Yes, we also make parts for these pistols as well. While many of these guns already perform quite well and work great with green gas, we added a few extra parts to spice them up and really push them further. Now, talking about the Umarex Glocks, of course, we have a bunch of upgrades for them as well as some other people out there. But instead of focusing on the stuff you would traditionally think about, I want to talk about something else. And it's not part of the gun itself, but rather the magazine. Gaskets and valves, that's right. How are you going to get the best performance out of your gun? Well, you got to go where the source is. And if you want to learn more, we did a really good episode on this about gaskets and valves. You can check it out right there, here, with this guy. Number 7, the P90. Another gun that needs no introduction. The P90 is instantly recognizable and there's a lot you can do with it. This little CQB beast can really dominate. But you know, you're just an inner barrel away from outshooting lots of other guns of the same length, or a gear set away from handling 400 FPS worth of power. It's not a platform many people think of when they think about upgrading their airsoft gun, but if you really wanted to, you can upgrade your P90 to your heart's content. Number 6, the M4 AEG. The M4 AEG is an electric airsoft gun with so many possibilities. How the Hi-Capa is for gas pistols or how the VSR system is for sniper rifles, the M4 is for AEGs. This is a platform you can do so much with, and really your imagination is your limit. The M4 AEG, featuring a version 2 gearbox, is pretty much industry standard nowadays. And with that said, there's so many parts out there for you to upgrade. Again, going back to our Airsoft High-Lows episode, where Ryan Sensei really tricked out both our low budget M4 and our high budget M4. Through that, you can see just how much you can do to it to really make that gun yours and put your signature onto this particular platform. So highly recommended. If you're into AEGs, this would be my go-to, putting aside the fact that I do love the M4 platform. Number 5, the Tokyo Marui MP5 series AEGs. The MP5 series of AEGs have a pretty hardcore cult following, and no matter old or new players around the world, they just love these guns. Even though the MP5 has been out since the 60s, it still managed to have such a strong following to where every time anyone releases anything for the MP5, it's always received with thunderous applause. So there's absolutely no doubt that, parts makers like us have a bunch of parts to upgrade your MP5 AEG. You want a rail sleeve? We got it. You want a Picatinny stock? We got it. You want cool stuff for it? We got it. Number 4, the Tokyo Marui SOCOM Mark 23. The SOCOM Mark 23 is a super cool pistol, and as an airsoft pistol, it's what many players often refer as pocket sniper or a sniper pistol. It's quiet, it's accurate, and it just works. The SOCOM Mark 23 is a great platform to work on, and especially for those that love working on sniper rifles are really going to enjoy this particular pistol. There is an absolute ton of parts that aim to help you get the most out of your pistol. You want better inner barrel? Check. You want better gas performance? Check. You want a light trigger pull? Well, you can check that too. Number 3, the Tokyo Marui MP7 AEP. The TM MP7 AEP isn't a gun many of us think of when we think about tuning, but I've met so many people, Ryan Sensei included, that has a pretty tricked out MP7 AEP. And if you watch the gameplay footage where I 1v1 played Ryan Sensei, I'm running his MP7 AEP. While these guns are not super popular outside of Japan, it would be totally remiss of me if I didn't mention this. Because if you throw the right battery in this thing and trick it out just a little bit, maybe with a better hop up, maybe with a better inner barrel, man, this thing can go out there and kick some butt. Not to mention, we have a Picatinny stock adapter for it, meaning you can take the stock off, make it super compact and really maneuverable. You'd be surprised how good this thing is. Number 2, the Tokyo Marui series of AEPs. This entry goes hand in glove with the last one. The TM AEPs, or electric pistols, are a fun little group of airsoft guns that many people overlook because the gas alternatives are just so awesome to shoot. The truth is, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of parts for the various Tokyo Marui AEPs out there. And like I previously said, a lot of times these pistols get overlooked mainly due to the fact that their gas counterparts are just that much more fun to shoot. But for those of you watching right now that may be living in places that are really cold, or getting green gas may not be easy, or CO2 may not be easy, these Tokyo Marui AEPs are something you may want to consider because you never know. A lot of times, and I have shot some, they really do perform quite well. So check them out. I have 2 honorable mentions today before we get to our number 1. First one, the Steyr AUG. Who would have thought that there are so many parts out there for this thing? And number 2, the Tokyo Marui G3 SAS. There's also a lot of parts for this particular AEG. Guys, maybe keep it real. This one, I totally forgot it was even a thing until I was doing research for this. Who would have thought? Do you guys remember this thing? Number 1, the Tokyo Marui Type 89. This is probably one that many of you did not expect on this list. But there are actually a surprising amount of parts for this gun, and being Japan's standard issue service weapon, you bet we here at Lilacs got some awesome upgrades for it. Like I said, the Type 89 is Japan's standard issue service weapon for the Japanese self-defense force, so it should come to nobody's surprise as a Japanese-based airsoft parts maker that we would make a bunch of parts for said rifle. And there's more than what you would imagine. It's not all external parts like handguards, but we also have some internal parts for it as well. Maybe it's a gun that could tickle your fancy. There's actually a lot that you can do to said AEG. Now, that was my top 10 best airsoft guns for upgrading. Did I miss anything? Or, you know what, I should ask you guys, what gun would you like to see more upgrade parts for? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to follow our socials seen on screen right now for the latest updates. Like and subscribe to our channel, share with your friend if you thought this was cool. And with that said, I'll see you on the next episode.
ご視聴ありがとうございます。新商品やパーツ組み込み動画はこちら。
And if you guys are looking for cool gameplay and entertainment content, don't forget to check out our international channel right here. Don't forget to subscribe. Yay!